A lot of people think if I had an STD, I would definitely know, but that's not always true. Many STDs in men have symptoms that are mild, delayed, or easy to mistake for something else. And in some cases, there are no symptoms at all. That's why today we are talking about the signs and symptoms of STDs in men that you should not ignore. And if you decide to get tested, you can save money. Click the link in the description below and use promo code 10OFFORDER for $10 off when you order your test. All right, here's the truth. Symptoms are not a reliable way to judge your status. Some infections are silent, and others take weeks to show up. So, if you have questions, had a recent exposure, or just want some peace of mind, testing is the smartest next step. Signs and symptoms of HIV. Let's start with HIV. So early HIV symptoms can feel like a regular illness, which is why they are so easy to ignore. Some men experience fever, fatigue, sore throat, swollen lymph nodes, headaches, muscle aches, and night sweats. Now these are not specific to HIV, which is exactly the problem. People often dismiss them or assume that their bodies are just run down. And as HIV progresses without treatment, symptoms can become more serious and long-lasting. Some signs may include ongoing fatigue that doesn't improve, frequent infections, persistent fever, unexplained weight loss, or prolonged diarrhea. But I want to be very, very clear. Symptoms alone cannot confirm HIV. The only way to know your status is through actual testing. Common male STD symptoms people mistake or miss. Now let's talk about other common STDs in men. STDs in men can look different depending on the infection, and many people don't realize how often symptoms are absent. Chlamydia is one of the most common infections, and many men never notice symptoms. When symptoms do appear, they can include pain when urinating, discharge, or swollen testicles. If chlamydia affects the rectum, it can also cause rectal pain, discharge, or bleeding. Gonorrhea can also affect the urethra, throat, or rectum. Many men have no symptoms, but when symptoms do show up, they can include pain when urinating and green, white, or yellow discharge. Less common symptoms can include painful or swollen testicles, joint pain, or a rash. Herpes can be tricky because symptoms can look like pimples, irritations, or tiny blisters. Some men feel tingling, itching, or burning before having a breakout. Others may have sores around the genitals, anus, buttocks, or thighs. Some people don't get noticeable symptoms at all. HPV is extremely common, and most men do not have symptoms. Some strains can cause genital warts, and others are considered higher risk because they can increase cancer risk over time. HPV can also affect the mouth or the throat. Syphilis is another infection that can start quietly. In the early stages, it may cause a small, painless sore that is easy to miss. Later, it can cause a rash, swollen lymph nodes, tiredness, headaches, and sore throat. If left untreated for a long time, it can cause serious damage to the heart, brain, and nervous system. This is why how to know if you have a male STD is not something you can answer based on symptoms alone. Testing is the real answer. Why full panel testing matters. Here's something that most people don't realize. If you have one STD, you may have multiple STDs. That's why full panel testing can be a better option than just testing for one infection. STD Check offers a 10-test STD panel that screens for the most common infections in one visit. This panel includes HIV type 1 and type 2 antibody and antigen, also called a fourth-generation test, herpes type 1 and type 2, hepatitis A, hepatitis B, and hepatitis C, chlamydia, gonorrhea, and syphilis. Comprehensive testing gives you peace of mind because it covers both bacterial and viral infections that are often missed. STD Check also offers an upgraded option that includes HIV RNA Early Detection for people who want the earliest possible HIV results. HIV RNA Early Detection and timing. If you're worried about a recent HIV exposure, timing matters. Standard HIV tests often look for antibodies or antigens, which may take time to show up. STD Check's HIV RNA Early Detection test is different because it detects the virus directly by screening for its RNA genetic material in your bloodstream, and that can detect HIV as early as 9 to 11 days after potential exposure. This is important for anyone who wants the earliest, most accurate information, especially if anxiety is high after a recent situation. Packages and pricing. STD Check offers two main options depending on your needs. The 10-test panel is $139. It includes testing for the 10 infections that we just covered. The most popular option is the 10-test panel plus HIV RNA Early Detection for $258. This includes everything in the 10 panel plus the early HIV RNA test. And no matter which one you choose, click the link in the description below and save money by using promo code 10OFFORDER for $10 off at checkout. How the testing works and why people like it. A lot of people search home testing for STDs because they want privacy. That makes sense. Nobody wants awkward conversations or, more importantly, judgment. Who wants that? STD Check is popular because it keeps things discreet and simple while still using certified lab testing. You order your test online, then visit one of more than 4,500 FDA certified labs. No appointment is required. The testing process typically takes about 5 minutes. You provide a small urine and blood sample depending on your selected test. For chlamydia testing, it is done using a urine sample. There's no swabbing and no undressing required. Results are usually ready within 1 or 2 days. If results are positive, doctor consultation is available over the phone. You see, this setup gives many people the privacy they want without sacrificing accuracy and safety. If you've been searching for male STD symptoms or how to know if you have an STD, here is the most honest answer. You can't rely on symptoms alone. Many infections are silent. Others look like something else. And some, like HIV, can start with symptoms that just feel like a regular illness. But testing gives you full clarity. Full panel testing gives you coverage. And early HIV RNA testing gives you answers sooner. If you are ready to check your status, STD Check makes it fast, private, and straightforward. And do not forget to use that promo code 10OFFORDER for $10 off when you order your test. Take control of your health. Peace of mind starts with knowing.